Alright guys, welcome to Tech Nostalgia's another video. In this video we have BlackBerry Z10. Alright, without wasting any time, let's get into this. This is a phone that BlackBerry launched in 2013, and this is one of our really classic phones that everyone really loved when it came out, but it was super expensive, like around $200-300 range. But on the other hand, Apple launched their iPhone 5, which was really good according to the price point of this, and Apple software was way ahead of its time than BlackBerry's OS 10. So it was a good phone, but it ended up being a disaster. So this phone has a 4.2-inch display. It has a lock and unlock button on top with a microphone here and a 3.5mm jack, and it has a BlackBerry OS 10 in it, and it supports up to BlackBerry 10.3 OS. At the bottom we have some speakers. The body is made of plastic, so you can really tell it's a very nice texture.
I mean, a far cry from iPhone 5, I think. iPhone 5 had a full metal body.
They had an aluminium body that was
premium, yeah.
It was very amazing shiny edges that made it like very amazing. The back camera is 8 megapixels and the front one is a 2 megapixel camera. So if I open the camera up, you can see how bad it looks like now. Here, let's see how the camera looks like. See, it's a 8 megapixel camera, and it's, according to today, it's not very good, but according to 2013, it's a very good camera. And if I flip this camera up, and this is how it looks like. It's not bad.
It's 2 megapixels. So it can take 720p on the front and 1080p on the back.
It's really not bad. It has a removable battery, so the back comes up.
Ooh.
It opens.
Yeah, don't break it.
And then it has a removable battery. I'm not going to remove because the phone is still on. It has a micro SD support, and it takes a micro SIM card. And then
Is it a micro or a nano?
it's a micro, yeah.
That's a big one.
That's what she said. Alright, on this side it's a micro type B and micro HDMI port. So you can extend its display to another big monitor. And on the other side it has volume up button, volume down, and in the middle, let's see, is that a AI assistant?
I think so.
Yes, it is a AI assistant. And of course it won't connect to the server because it's no longer available.
Yeah, just like the last one.
I know. So even after it's a 12 years old phone, its operating system is pretty smooth with a 2 GB RAM. How much RAM is it?
2 GB.
Exactly, yeah, with a 2 GB RAM.
storage.
It has a notification center, it has a control panel, and then it has a BlackBerry hub where you can access all the information, all the quick access text, emails and stuff.
Okay, I think the thing to mention is that it failed in a large part due to its OS, right? Because like BlackBerry OS 10, it was not based on Android. Like, people seem to think that it was based on Android because back when we were using it, we could use Android apps with it, limited support. But it's actually based on the QNX system that I think they already had, and they just added like environment support to Android apps. So like, it's not running those apps natively, it's just emulating those apps. So all in all, I think that's the reason that it failed mostly. And BlackBerry as a whole was going downhill anyway. I mean, a huge blow to Canada's economy, like, if you think about it.
That's true. So another reason that I remember why BlackBerry went down was because of Meta stopped their support for WhatsApp and Facebook from BlackBerry. So that was a very big downhill for BlackBerry. But you can still use Android Facebook application or APK app to run a Facebook app on it or WhatsApp on it, but it'll eventually be no longer supportable because of the old operating system and all.
You know, most like normal people don't know to like go to Google and download the APK and install it. They just look for it in the App Store.
Yeah. So it also has an inbuilt app of Amazon App Store and a BlackBerry World, which you can install apps from, but no longer working anymore because of server issues, of course. And with this smooth operating system, you can open any app and then you can just slide it up, and it has that multitasking view where you can close each and every app like this. There's no option to close all the apps together, but you just have to do it manually one by one. And then when you scroll further, you have an app for YouTube inbuilt in it, but that just takes you to a web browser again, and it won't work. I don't have internet access on this phone right now. It has a file manager inbuilt in it that gives you a very good structured folders for books, cameras, images, music, and other stuff. It also supports LTE right now. So back in 2013, LTE was new and this phone supported LTE. So that means if you have a SIM card that is still operating on LTE, it will still support it. So that means in 2025 you can still use this phone. It is a pretty cool phone to have when you're talking on phone like this. People are going to ask you what's that logo. It's going to be a pretty unique one in the market, except from like Samsung and Apple, I guess. So it's a very cool phone. It was very fun to have these phones back in early 2010, 2013s.
You know one thing I do remember about BlackBerries? BlackBerry Messenger.
Oh yes.
It used to be like this group of like elite people using that chat application.
Yes, and BlackBerry also launched that app into multi-platforms, and after that everyone on iPhone, and they wanted to replace WhatsApp with it.
Yeah.
They integrated stickers and so much stuff, but it ended up being a
Yeah,
dead.
I mean BlackBerry as a whole died. So I mean, with like more chat applications coming in, I think it just fizzled out at the end. It used to be like the businessman's chat application.
Yes, it used to be elite
Yeah,
business app.
Crazy stuff, man.
Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. In future videos we're going to do some BlackBerry giveaways, so make sure you subscribe to the channel and watch the video to the end. We might have something surprise coming up in next videos, so make sure you keep up to date. And thank you for watching.